Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Real Rap Podcast. This is JP, and this is my co-host Javi.
Hello, guys. Thank you for tuning in to our final episode of the year. Can you
Yeah,
believe it?
the last
Crazy.
episode of 2023, and I hope
Man.
you guys had a great holiday. Yeah, lots of busyness this weekend, and I'm pretty satisfied. And ate a lot of food, and I feel sick.
Yeah, man. The holiday food,
Yeah,
just so much goodies dude, it's like impossible to
yeah,
like say no to like any plate on the holidays. It's
yeah.
like right there, just like
You get stuff like heartburn and
yeah, yeah, man.
fullness and other stuff. So,
Yeah, man.
that I won't get into. Not that I had all those, but definitely had a lot. Definitely had a stomach ache after. So, but that's what happens when you have a lot of good food. Puerto Rican families, man, like there's like never a shortage of good food. So,
I can relate.
now it's time to hit the gym, though.
Oh yeah, New
For
New
me,
Year's. Start getting your New Year's resolutions. The
yeah.
gym. Yeah, it's calling our name in 2024.
Yeah, no, I hear it calling my name. I hear it saying, "JP, lose those pounds that you gained during Thanksgiving and Christmas." Uh,
It's tough, man, especially with the holidays because you're so busy with shopping and with work. It's just like hard to like take some time for yourself. So I said, you know what, like okay,
mm,
after when the holidays are officially over, then I'll go back to the gym early January.
yeah,
Like for now, let me just enjoy the remainder because it still technically is like the holiday, the rest of the week,
yeah. There's
So
still New Year's.
yeah, so it's still
Um,
still in the holiday season still.
yeah,
So
where
yeah,
everyone gets shit faced and
yeah,
all that stuff.
yeah.
So, yeah, yeah, it's still the holidays. And with that, we don't really have much to talk about. So we're ending the podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
It's
uh,
gonna be a short show today.
yeah,
Not too much happening in the entertainment news. But yeah, gonna keep it short and simple. And
so
then
sweet.
next week we'll do our kind of our year wrap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
best and worst of 2023 show
yeah,
next week.
yeah.
Be sure to check it out.
Stay tuned for that. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, I don't know what to do. Um, actually I do know what to do. Like we have to, you know, talk about the death of the DCEU because it's dead.
It
It's
officially
over.
ended.
It's
Yeah,
officially over.
with Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom, which
Yeah.
you saw.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'll do a real rap review eventually of it, or maybe I might do a little now, just a non-spoiler one.
yeah. Your thoughts on the film?
It's okay. It was alright. Like, is it good? No. But is it, like, horrible? No. It's,
No,
like, watchable, to
it's
be
mid,
honest.
mid,
It's, like,
mid,
and yeah,
mid.
mid is, like, the perfect way to put it. It's
Right.
just mid. And, yeah, no, I didn't have a bad time watching it. I had a good time watching it, and, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know else much what to say about it. I guess Jason Momoa is just Jason Momoa.
Hmm.
He's becoming one of those guys where it's like he's not playing like Aquaman or like how The Rock plays The Rock in every movie. It's become like Jason Momoa's playing Jason Momoa, but it was still fun. Um, the movie looked good, like visually, and yeah,
Yeah, I gotta give it to. I haven't seen the second one, but the first one, yeah, visually it looks very well done
yeah,
visually. And I'm not too familiar. Growing up, I wasn't really too familiar with Aquaman. I mean, I knew who he was. I didn't really read the comics or watch the show.
yeah,
But when the first one came out about 5 years ago, and Jason Momoa being cast in it, and the trailers actually was interested in watching it, and I did enjoy the first one.
mm,
So I do plan on seeing the second one, probably when it comes streaming for the most part.
yeah,
But I do plan on checking it out though. The
yeah.
second one, yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, I don't know what I just don't know what to say about it with, maybe in the spoilers review I'll have a lot more to say,
Hmm.
but like it just kind of happened.
It just kind of
The
happened.
movie just kind of happened, and that sounds about right for the DCEU.
The DCU just ended. Yeah, it's
So
crazy. 10-year run because they
yeah,
started in the summer of 2013.
let's
Man of
reflect
Steel,
on it a little bit.
DCU.
Let's reflect on it. Because yeah, it's been 10 years. Next year we start the DCEU, DCU, DCU, DCEU, DCU. It's
I know
confusing.
it. Yeah.
It is annoying. Um, but yeah, like so 10 years ago we got Man of Steel,
Mhm.
but there wasn't anything confirming yet. It was like a cinematic universe or, anything like that. Um, 10 years ago, we got Batman versus Superman confirmed as well.
Yes.
Like I think a month after Man of Steel, since it did pretty well. So that was like our first indication that we're getting a DC universe, cinematic universe. We didn't know if it was going to be Christian Bale or someone new, and then it turned out to be someone new with Ben Affleck.
Like,
Yeah, and after 2 years of hype, all these trailers and everything, some leaks, then we finally got the movie and it sucked. And then we got Suicide Squad, which had two amazing trailers. By the way, Batman vs Superman also had some great trailers also,
yeah.
but it stunk.
Yeah, it
It
was.
Yeah, before we even get to Suicide Squad, let me just talk about Batman vs Superman. It was just like I never felt so disappointed by a movie ever. I was so hyped for it.
Yeah, it was a
We
lot of big hype. I mean,
Yeah,
Batman versus Superman, iconic. It's like Kong versus Godzilla,
yeah,
you
I
know?
saw it
And
day one.
with the opening night when it came
Mhm.
out.
And it stunk. It shit the bed like badly.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was really, really, really bad. And yeah, then we had like a lot of hype with Suicide Squad because those trailers looked amazing.
Yeah, I know. It
Yeah.
looked really good. I was excited for it when I saw it. Yeah, when
Mhm.
it was released, because Suicide Squad came out in the summer of 2016, then they released a trailer like January
Yeah.
of that year, and it looked so good. And you had such a pretty good cast. You had Will Smith as
Mhm.
Deadshot. You had Margot Robbie as Harley
Yeah.
Quinn, and then another disappointer.
Yeah. Disappointing. It's even worse than a disappointer. It's like the epitome of garbage.
It's very bad. Yeah,
Uh,
it's very bad. And Jared Leto as the Joker. I mean,
what are we? Some kind of Suicide Squad?
yeah, it's just it was yeah, and I found I found the movie kind of like boring too. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
really as exciting as the trailer looked.
But there was
And
like some funny ass quotes on there, like, "Oh, this is my friend Katana. You don't want to mess with her," or something like that.
oh yeah, yeah,
Because
I remember that.
and there's that, like, yeah, her husband's soul is in that sword. All
Yeah,
this stuff, like, oh, what a dumb movie. And for a movie called Suicide Squad, barely anyone died.
yeah.
Um, yeah, and then you had Wonder Woman, which was pretty good.
Wonder Woman that I think improved, helped the DC U out a little bit. It really improved Wonder Woman. The first one was very good.
Yeah.
Yes, I enjoyed the first Wonder Woman.
You know what? Let me. I think if you're down,
Mhm.
let's do best from worst. All right.
For the DCU.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I already gave my. So I think my favorite one has to be the Suicide Squad.
Yes.
James Gunn Suicide Squad, because that one was pretty entertaining for the most part. I loved it a lot. I don't think, and I did actually, I did actually have a list for it here.
Mhm.
This is unplayed. This is just something I had for a while. So yeah, number one for me has to be the Suicide Squad. I feel like it picked up, like it picked up a lot. Um, Actually, yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to talk about this because this is a, it's like not a lot, but a lot. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, there's so much history. I guess we could just finish off talking about the other movies, and you know then we could give our best or worst.
Rank 'em.
Yeah, rank them. Yeah, Justice League came then,
Yes.
much anticipated, very garbage. Probably one of the worst superhero movies of all time.
Yeah.
Disappointed. And along that way, we didn't have a movie for a year. There was the whole Snyder cut. We released a Snyder cut,
Oh
all
yeah.
this stuff. Like there was a lot of drama with that and everything.
Mhm.
Like we're just like reflecting through it, and it's just crazy to think about because the fact that we ended up getting it and like it's like crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane how a fan campaign actually worked.
Yeah, it worked. It worked out. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they got their wish.
This is and now what we're about to get to is where the DCU after stinker after stinker after stinker after questionable, after one good movie, three stinkers and one that was mixed because Man of Steel was pretty mixed for a lot of reasons.
Mhm.
Then we got Aquaman, which was pretty decent, and
Aquaman, yeah, like I said, like I mentioned in the beginning, I enjoyed it. I
yeah,
didn't growing up, I wasn't super into Aquaman. I didn't read the comics, but I enjoyed the first Aquaman movie.
yeah.
It was fun.
I feel like that was the start where the DCU was kind of going up.
It was kind of declining, yeah,
Like
because you had Wonder Woman,
yeah,
Aquaman, you kind of focused on those solo things and
Yeah.
that kind of
Shazam was really good. That came after.
Shazam. Yeah, that came out in 2019.
Yeah.
Shazam.
Birds of Prey I really liked. I
Birds
think
of
it was
Prey I
pretty good.
liked. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
some people. I mean, overall, it does have positive reviews, but I know some
Yeah.
people were like kind of
Meh.
mixed on it. But I thought it was pretty good. And then
Yeah.
Margot Robbie, I mean, she carries Harley Quinn pretty well.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed Birds
So
of
things
Prey.
were going up from there.
Yeah,
But then they hit a little bit of roadblock.
yeah,
Wonder Woman 1984, not so
yes.
good.
I know. Again, it was
Um,
highly anticipated. It was just it was so bad, and then it just got hit too because of the
yeah.
pandemic and everything. And then they streamed it on Max, and yeah, Wonder Woman 1984 was just it was just bad. And then what also really annoyed me about it too, because I'm a very nostalgic person, they just barely had any like 80s references or 80s music in the film. So that's what made it
Yeah.
even worse for me. They like
Yeah.
it took place in the 80s. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then
Hmm.
no like 80s classic musics, no 80s reference. I mean, come on
Yeah.
now. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah. And then there's that whole scene where Wonder Woman and that guy that everyone talks about, where she did some questionable stuff
Oh, yeah.
with Chris Pine, or
Yeah.
I mean Steve Trevor, in another man's body.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember that. Yeah. It's
Very
just,
questionable.
yeah.
Not so good. But then, then we went back up
Mhm.
because Zack Snyder's Justice League, after all that time, came out
The
with all
director's cut.
the
Yeah.
so much hype for that movie, and it came out and it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's solid. It had a lot of good reviews, a lot of good feedback, and
Yeah.
people. It's very long, but people seem to enjoy it,
Yeah.
and a really big upgrade from the original
Yeah.
theatrical cut.
It's actually
Yeah,
crazy to me how much a theatrical cut, because you have to introduce so many characters.
yeah,
Okay, actually, this is not a hot take, but it's a take I will say. Zack Snyder's Justice League, while I enjoyed it, it showed that Zack Snyder is terrible at he was his like original cut of Justice League that was going to be like 2.5 hours wouldn't have been good.
yeah.
It showed me he could make a TV show about the Justice League,
Hmm.
but the having like the original Justice League, I don't think it was going to work.
Yeah,
You try putting this stuff in a you try cutting that in 2.5 hours.
yeah.
It's not going to work
not gonna work out. Yeah,
because there's so much character development from the Flash and Cyborg and the Snyder cut that wouldn't have made it onto the original cut, or
hmm
the original theatrical cut that Snyder was having. But like you can't put a 4 hour movie out. I mean, you could, but like
it's not.
business wise, it's not the
Yeah, it's
smartest.
yeah. That makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah, and it just really showed, like, I don't know, that it probably wouldn't have worked as a like a one like 2.5 hour movie.
yeah. As a yeah regular cut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but and then after that, they continued the Suicide Squad.
Yes.
Like I
Very.
mentioned earlier, very good.
Way better than the
Yeah,
2016 one.
way
You
better.
had a fun cast. John Cena as
Hmm.
Peacemaker, and then the good thing about that one is they introduced characters that weren't really well known
Yeah,
as well. So that's I mean, Polka Dot Man,
and
Peacemaker,
it's set
yeah,
and it's set. What's to come for
yeah,
DCU.
VCU,
Because because of this, and next project after this, Peacemaker, it got
mhm.
James Gunn that nice cushy CEO job at
Yeah,
DC Studios. So
that's helped it. Yeah, that Peacemaker helped it out a
yeah,
lot. Yeah, especially with
because
James Gunn. Yeah,
those were easily the best two DCU projects, to be
hmm
honest with you.
and he saved it too. He saved it. Helped them, kind of
Yeah.
get their mojo back.
Hmm.
From kind of a couple of misses out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Suicide Squad, highly big improvement. I mean, you still had Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, which again she works really well in
Yeah.
that character, so that made it fun. And yeah, it was a very fun. It was a very fun flick for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after Peacemaker, and this is just DCEU. We're not gonna count like non DCEU. So like the Batman doesn't count, Joker doesn't count. This is just for the DCEU franchise only. Those were really good.
Those were
The
good. Yeah.
the Batman came after this, which is fantastic. But that's not DCEU. But it was supposed to be. That's
Yeah.
another thing. The Batman was supposed to be a DCEU movie at first. It was supposed to be Ben Affleck's,
Mhm.
but then they kind of drifted from that and became what it is today, where it's
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson, different universe, and it's for the better.
Yeah.
But originally, that Batman movie wasn't supposed to be what it was. It was supposed to be Batman versus Deathstroke.
Mhm.
Because that was what the after credit scene was in Justice League, and they were setting up that movie.
Yeah.
Sadly we didn't get it, but it would have been cool to see. So I guess it's worth mentioning the Batman there, um, since its origins were originally a DCEU film.
Yes. Yep.
But then after that, we start going downhill.
Yes.
This is where the
Or
DCU is just like
started having
dead.
some issues. Yeah.
Yeah, because Henry Cavill's back as Superman. Yay!
Yeah. Black
And
Cat. Yeah, because
yeah,
introducing Black Adam.
Ben Affleck's back as Batman in the Flash. Yay! Let's go. And there's a lot of these plans that you're hearing, like potential Crisis of Infinite Earths movie. You got Michael Keaton as full time Batman, interest in potentially Batman Beyond,
Yes.
Batgirl, all this stuff. There's a lot of things, but that summer, Batgirl gets canceled.
Yeah, I know, man. That was so bad too. It
Yeah,
was just like a lot of money and just yeah, it was
and like the guys who directed that movie were gonna direct Beverly Hills Cop, and
wow.
they left Beverly Hills Cop for this movie, and it got canceled, and that has to be one of the worst things to happen, man.
I know. And you had a good cast
Heartbreaking.
too. You had like Brendan Fraser was in
Yeah,
there and yeah, I'm interested
Leslie
to see it.
Grace,
Yeah, and
Michael Keaton,
yeah,
J.K.
it
Simmons.
just got like cut like
Yep, and yeah, that was like the beginning of the end. I'd say
yeah,
Batgirl getting canceled.
that's when they started falling
Yeah,
apart. And then Black Adam,
bomb.
yeah,
Shazam, bomb.
bomb and
The
then
Flash,
bomb.
bomb.
Yeah.
And last but not least, oh wait, no, I lied. Blue Beetle, bomb. But
But
I
very
like
good though. Blue
very
Beetle
good.
is very good. It
Yeah,
deserves the credit. It's streaming on
yeah.
Max. If you haven't seen Blue Beetle, do yourself a favor
It
and
didn't
check it
deserve to
out.
bomb. It
It
didn't
didn't
deserve
deserve
to
to bomb.
bomb.
It's a good movie.
Yeah,
And it was in a tough spot too because they couldn't market it as much because
yeah,
it was going on with the strike. But Blue Beetle is a fun movie. And again, growing up, I didn't have any background about Blue Beetle. I mean, the Blue
yeah,
Beetle character didn't come out to what, like 2006?
yeah,
So I was like 10 by then. So I wasn't really following that character, but watching it, it's a really fun story. And it's
yeah,
funny and it's heartwarming and it's good. It gives a good image about family and it serves well. So it talks about Latino culture and
yeah.
it's a really good movie. So if you haven't seen it, it's streaming on Max. Check out Blue Beetle.
Yep, it's really good. I enjoyed it a lot too,
Yeah,
and I
it's
like the
fun.
Flash too. The Flash was fun.
The Flash, I was a little mixed on. I mean, there's
Hmm.
some things that I liked about it. I did like
Yeah,
Keaton, seeing Keaton again as Batman. That's cool.
hmm,
And I did like Supergirl, the girl
yeah,
who played her, Sasha. I forgot her last name, but
yeah,
she was really good. But the thing that messed me up about the Flashman was just the CGI.
yeah.
So bad, so
I
bad.
kind of wish that was the last movie in the
Yeah.
DCU.
This is the Flash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because then we go to Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, which only made 40 million this weekend,
Oh,
so it's
so
bombing.
it is. Yeah.
But I was gonna say that because here's another thing about Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, right? So because it wasn't I mean, they had time though, but it didn't
Yeah.
feel like an end to this universe. It didn't
Mhm.
feel like this universe like really had an end. If they put the Flash there, I feel like it, like at least it felt like like kind of like conclusive, ending.
Yeah.
Oh, not really conclusive because like you had like the Clooney cameo and
Oh,
all
yeah.
this
The
stuff,
ending. Yeah.
but like I don't know, it felt like if you put that as a finale, at least like it was like kind of seemed like finale ish.
Hmm.
Because it was the end of Ben Affleck's Batman and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but like it didn't really feel like the end of a universe or anything. It just kind of felt
Just felt like
like it was there, and that's the whole DCU, man. Like it's just so mixed. Uh, I don't know. It's kind of disappointing. It's sad to think about because, like, man,
they had a
10
lot of
years.
potential, a lot of
Yeah,
projects, and it just didn't. And then on top of that, a lot of the projects that they did release that were superly hyped ended up bombing. I
yeah,
mean, Black Adam, I remember The Rock promoting it, and he wanted
mhm,
to do more films of it too, but it
yeah.
didn't meet its
Walter Hamada wanted
expectations.
to do like the Crisis film. They want to do Batgirl and like,
Yeah, man. It
uh,
just so many big opportunities, but they just
yeah,
weren't able to. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's tragic it happened. I mean, they,
yeah.
they they tried, but they're gonna be coming back again soon. So hopefully this time they can get it right. I mean,
The thing is, they tried,
mm,
but they failed. Not only did they fail miserably, they made a joke about themselves in the DC brand. Honestly, because
yeah, some of
look
them
at
were really bad.
yeah, because look at some of these movies don't get a fair shake. To be honest, let's be honest,
Yeah,
and rightfully so sometimes because these really stinkers like Shazam this year and Aquaman was kind of a stinker. It's watchable, but like it's like I don't know. It feels really sad because there was a lot of potential in this universe. People were hyped, but they rushed everything.
yeah, things did
They
seem
made
rushed. Yeah,
so many terrible decisions, and here we are. It just backfired poorly, and like I don't even know. It's like I'm just like thinking about it, and it's just I wonder what could have instead of Batman versus Superman, make that Man of Steel 2, and
Man of
like
Steel 2, yeah.
like so much potential. They wasted so much time. They're far behind Marvel, far
Oh,
behind
yeah.
Marvel. They don't, but they shouldn't even be. You know, like now they're at a point where they could actually. I think it's actually a good time for a reboot, though. I will say that because one, they really need it, but two, um, Marvel's like in a spot where it's not doing really well
Yeah,
either.
now they're having yeah, now they're
Yeah.
kind of facing what DC's, yeah.
So, and one, okay, there's two things they need to do, right? So, one, don't focus so much on Marvel, kind of just do your own thing,
Mhm.
Like, that's how you get competitive. But two, they have an opportunity. James Gunn and Peter Safran have a great opportunity to build up this universe and, like, just do whatever they want and see what works
Yeah.
and try to make things work. Superman Legacy is exciting to me.
Mhm.
Not just because I'm a Superman fan, but like because like this is the start of a brand new universe where we have an established Justice League and everything already. Like we're not going to start from origins or anything. We are getting a entire universe, and I'm just looking forward to that because I feel like there's so much we didn't really see much of the Justice. We only seen them twice in
Yeah.
this.
And they're
Like
a big part of the DCU,
yeah,
yeah.
we got just their movie and then just a little bit in the Flash with Flash, Batman, and Wonder Woman.
Mhm.
Like we didn't really get much of a DCEU. I mean
Yeah.
DCU, Justice League. So, I just want to see the Justice League in action. I want to see like Justice League Unlimited and the original animated series, like,
Getting
all
so
these
fired up and back
superheroes,
in it,
like,
yeah.
yeah, like,
Back in the saddle,
and we also
yeah.
saw him in Peacemaker too, so that's three. But that was only for a short cameo, and it's like, like, just, I don't know. There's so much potential, and it was disappointed.
Yeah. It just fell
Fell
flat.
apart.
Yeah. I mean, you know, they they had some successes, with like Wonder
Yeah.
Woman and the Suicide Squad, but majority, yeah, I mean, a lot of them were just either flopped or did bad critic and audience wise.
Hmm.
And yeah, man, and then these canceled projects, I mean, that just was like not a good look,
Yeah.
for the DCU. And yeah, so, but like you mentioned, I am very hopeful for James Gunn taking it over.
Hmm.
He did a great job with Marvel, so I'm sure he could help him. And then when he did the Suicide Squad and the Peacemaker show, that also helped, you
Yeah.
know, increase their fan base with the audience and critics too, as
Hmm.
well. So
It did.
yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, he's trying to reshape it and kind of pick it back up from its
Yeah.
falls. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, 10 years is a run for it's kind of franchise, it's legacy. They
Hmm.
not all of them are going to be hits, obviously,
Yeah.
but they did manage to squeeze about two or three hits,
Yeah.
in their filmography. So
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Basically, the DCU just kind of ends on a whimper
yeah,
with a
sadly,
cockroach.
sadly, yeah.
Yeah.
They're closing its doors now, and
We're
but
starting anew next
starting a
year,
new chapter.
2025. Actually,
Yeah,
2024,
yeah.
because they got Creature Commanders, which is the first DCU project.
DCU
So
project.
I wonder how that's gonna go. I hope that goes well. Um, and then we got Waller after that, and then we'll officially finally get our first movie with Superman Legacy in 2025. But next year, not too much DC. There's only one DC movie, which is Joker.
Joker. Yep.
Yeah,
Let's go. They released the images
Fale
too. You were
do.
telling me about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
which I'm excited. They look good.
Yeah. Looks very good.
Um, and then we got the Penguin coming out next year.
Yep. On Max. Yep.
Yeah,
That looks
which
pretty
looks really
cool.
good. And
Yep.
then we got Reacher Commander. So that's three projects, but nothing really in the movie side, everything besides Joker, which is
Joker.
fun
Yeah.
because I feel like also taking a year break will help them a lot more too.
Yeah. To kind of get their affairs in order, kind of
Yeah.
rethink things and
Mhm.
not rush everything and
Yeah.
try to examine everything before just like
Yeah.
throwing it
In
out
terms
there.
of universe, because
Yeah.
like Joker's gonna make a lot of money.
Hmm.
That's fun. But for universe stuff, like it's good that they're taking a year break from it. So in terms of having it in the theaters so that, they can just get refreshed.
Get refreshed. Get everything back in order. Yeah.
Yeah, because the next time that that there's going to be a universe movie, like it'll be really hyped up, and they can hype it up so much and just yeah, there's a lot to look forward to there and everything. So
Absolutely.
yeah, we'll see how it goes. But rest in peace, the DC extended universe.
2013 to 2023.
Yeah. The end of a failure. I'm sorry, I have to be mean about it because it really is one. It's like I don't know,
What was your so? What was your like your?
best worst.
Yeah, so you're for the DCU because I know you were kind of talking about your list. So,
Yeah.
what would be your worst? Rank them for me from best to worst. All the
Okay.
films that you've seen, and
So
then I'll give you my list after.
Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad,
Yep.
2021,
Yep.
not the shitty, second one. Whoa.
Mhm.
Okay, that was weird. um, number two would be Zack Snyder's Justice League, I think.
Mhm.
Number three would be Wonder Woman. Four would be Birds of Prey. Five, no, four would be Shazam one. Five
Shazam.
would be Birds of Prey. Six would be Man of Steel. Seven, Wonder Woman 1984. Eight would be, oh no, seven would be Aquaman. Eight would be Wonder Woman 1984. Nine would be, no, eight would be The Flash.
The Flash.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about The Flash. And Blue Beetle too. I keep forgetting about those. Shoot. So okay, let's redo this again.
Yeah.
All right. So one, Suicide Squad. This Suicide Squad.
Mhm.
Two, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Three, Wonder Woman. Four, what did I say? Why four? Shazam.
Shazam.
Five, Blue Beetle. I think makes it my top five. Six, Aquaman. Seven, The Flash. Eight, Man of Steel. Nine would be Batman versus Superman. 10, Wonder Woman 1984. 11 would be, what was the, shoot, I forgot now. Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
12 would be Aquaman. It'd be 12 would be, what's it called? I think Aquaman, no, actually no, it'd be Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. 11, 12, 13 would be Suicide Squad, and then the worst one would be Justice League.
Justice League.
Did I say Birds of Prey? Because
Yeah, you
Birds of
did.
Prey would be like,
Yeah, you
yeah,
mentioned
top
Birds of
10.
Prey.
Yeah.
For me, it's because I haven't seen all of the, I haven't seen Aquaman: The Last Kingdom yet,
Yeah.
but for me, the best one would actually be Wonder Woman, then the Suicide
That's fair.
Squad, then it would be Aquaman, then Blue Beetle,
Yeah.
then after that it will be. Let me see.
One sec.
Yeah.
You keep talking. I'm just gonna,
Yeah.
you know.
Computer. Then after that it would be. So I said Blue Beetle. Then what would be after Blue Beetle? Then Zack Snyder's Justice League, and then from there Birds of Prey, and then Wonder Woman 1984, then Suicide Squad, and Justice League. Yeah, for me. So that'd be pretty much the Justice League. I think we both agree on is Justice League is the worst. Is the worst DCU movie of there. So let's see how it goes. But yeah. And we're making sure our laptop is plugged in. Yeah, because our battery was running a little low. So if you're wondering what's going on, just minor technical difficulties.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I didn't, and like this is such a whatever thing that I just don't want to. I didn't want to pause the video,
Yeah.
but it's whatever. Little small comedic moment. Geez, how do I put these headphones back on? These are, man.
But yeah. In other news, though,
Can I say something last before? Yeah. So Justice League by far is the worst one.
The
theatrical cut.
Yeah.
Because like, I feel like that creates such a mess. With like DC and everything. There was so much drama from it. But I feel like Batman vs Superman did the most damage out of all of them.
Yeah.
It
hit pretty bad.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was really, really bad. Like that was terrible.
Yeah.
Man. But yeah. With that said, where's your water bottle?
Got to get some water right there.
Oh no. Yeah. No, okay, bring up. Yeah. So cheers to the DCU. DCU. May you rest in peace. And and maybe some people will miss you. I feel like a lot of people won't, but some people will.
It's in your hands now, James Gunn.
Yeah. Zack Snyder fans will miss you.
Yeah. But yeah, End of an era.
Yeah.
But switching off to other news, we know we had talked about this. So the director of Scream 7 has left the project due
Yeah.
to Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega's leave of the film. So
It's not happening.
Scream 7 doesn't look very likely at this moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of some news that happened late last week.
Yeah.
Definitely want to talk about. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, yeah, I mean now I don't know what's going to happen with Scream because Nev Campbell was like the name and face of Scream, and
Yeah.
then she wasn't in the one that came out this past year, Scream
Yeah.
6. So
I don't think it's gonna happen,
yeah,
man. Like I think it's done. It's a cooked franchise
yeah.
now.
And to be honest, I love Scream, but I don't think. I
It needs a
mean,
7.
yeah, I don't think it needs a 7. I mean, don't overcook it because I honestly didn't think we needed a Scream 5, the reboot kind of one, but that really
Mhm.
worked. And then same thing with Scream 6, but those two worked. So I think we're good on
Yeah.
Scream. So I don't get me wrong, I love Scream, great franchise, but I think it's because Scream has been around since '96.
Yeah.
It just celebrated. It was just recently. It was its 27th anniversary.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. But yeah, we'll see what happens though. But yeah, I think it's any of that. Speaking of anniversaries, though, a couple of fun facts for anniversaries. Today is the 50th anniversary release of The Exorcist.
Wow.
Believe it or not, a movie about the devil came out a day after Christmas.
That's
That's insane.
Dude.
And
And
then
they gave us the Exorcist Believer this year.
then
What
they
a
give us
treat!
Exorcist Believer, yeah, coming out for its 50th anniversary. We're gonna give you a
Yeah.
bad Exorcist movie, The Exorcist Believer.
Yeah.
Also
Which is
too,
on Peacock, by the
which
way.
is
If
streaming
you
on
guys want to
Peacock.
see how bad it is, go on Peacock, watch it, and come back to me and be like, blame me for watching that steaming pile of garbage. But
And then also check out JP's review. He did a review on it
I
too.
did. I did.
Back when it came out.
I go in on
Yeah,
it.
you go in on it. And also another movie that celebrated its 10th anniversary, which is crazy. I remember this movie coming out and I was just so obsessed by it, was The Wolf of Wall Street. I love that movie. Classic Scorsese. And I don't know, I'm not like inspired by its story. I'm just inspired by the art making of the film and just the performances and just the direction of Scorsese because really around that time was when I was really getting big, heavily into film. And Martin Scorsese is just a brilliant filmmaker.
Yeah.
And I love a lot of his films. I mean, The Departed and Goodfellas, those are like my favorite of his. I mean, he has so many greats, but those are the two that are just amazing. And yeah, The Wolf of Wall Street celebrated its 10th anniversary. It's just crazy how time flies. And I was like so desperately wanting to see that movie when it came out too, back when I was a senior in high school. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy how times go.
Yeah, a couple of anniversaries, and those are two amazing movies. So yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So, I think that's it, right?
That's about it. Yeah, that's about it.
Let's reminisce 2023 a little bit, because a lot happened this year, in terms of film and TV, and I think overall it's been a weird year for film.
For film, I mean, I feel like with the Barbieheimer trends, that's the
it was such a positive.
Yeah, it was. I feel like that's kind of helped people go back to theaters.
Yeah.
But the problem is just the timing because it came out right when the strikes were going out. So it was hard, but they were still able to get their money though.
Oh yeah, no, because they had everything pretty much already.
They had pretty much everything, and they were advertising it like months before.
Because the strike happened like the day those movies came out. So
yeah, around the time.
It didn't need any more marketing.
Yeah, it didn't need marketing. But yeah, I feel like that trend really helped people go back into the theater. And then of course too, we had some other fun ones too. I mean, Killers of the Flower Moon, which was great. And then we had none of us have seen this movie yet, but the Taylor Swift the Eras tour that drove a lot of people in. The Super Mario Brothers movie also too that came out back in April that drove a lot of people in.
The thing about this here is that we've had so many like box office hits, but I feel like this is the worst year for superhero films in a very, very long time, dude.
I agree. I mean, whether it was a very successful year for certain films, the superhero films, they struggled, especially, I mean, you already know the DCEU struggled, but especially with Marvel.
Marvel's was shocking.
The top dog, and they had two bombs this year.
Yeah.
They started off Ant-Man and the Ant-Man Quantumanium that came out in the beginning earlier in the year, February, and that didn't do as well as expected. Then Secret Wars, or was it Secret Invasion?
Yeah.
That was really bad. and then the Marvels bombed too. I mean, yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, Marvel took a hit, and
it was
they're
a
a top
bad year for
dog.
them.
Yeah, I mean, the only good one that they had was that the
Guardians and Loki.
Guardians, yeah, because it did successful, and
Yeah.
Loki too. Loki was
What
successful.
if I
So
hear has been pretty
yeah,
decent so far also.
so they had 2 hits but 2 misses
Yeah.
this year. So they
They've
can't win
had
them all, but
the
yeah,
thing is, there's a lot of hits. Like Guardians was fantastic. I love that movie.
Guardians, yeah, was very good.
But the
I
thing
enjoyed it.
is, like the misses were so bad.
They were, yeah, they were definitely the definition of
Yeah,
misses. Yeah,
like there was like really really bad misses. Like Secret Invasion and the Marvels wasn't really a mess. It was just fun, whatever. But like the Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and Secret Invasion did so much damage to a
yeah,
bunch of stuff.
it
Like
was really bad. Yeah,
Ant-Man made Kang look terrible,
yeah.
absolutely horrible. Like that was supposed to be your Thanos, and we didn't even get some outside stuff too. There was the whole Jonathan
I
Majors
know that
thing
also took
we
a
talked
dip on
last week
Marvel.
about.
Yeah, that
Like
took a dip on Marvel. So
Marvel's been getting hit badly this year.
yeah,
They lost their guy that's supposed to be Thanos.
I know, not good, not good.
Like wow, what a that's another thing we'll talk about too. We talked about it last week a lot, anyways, but we'll touch upon it again. Like, we had the rise of Jonathan Majors, and then he fell
I know,
horribly.
yeah, he was starting off the year so good. Yeah, he was starting off
Yeah,
so. He had Creed 3, and then Ant Man Quantumania. He was getting those big roles. He was getting in that money, and
yeah,
then you
and
know,
then he messed it all up
yeah,
just to beat someone up.
yeah, it
Which,
just yeah, he took a big turn.
yeah,
Yeah,
because he's an idiot and not a good person.
damn, it's
Yep,
crazy. Yeah,
one and moron. Like,
but jeez, but I mean, we'll see what happens with them soon
yeah.
with because they do have a few projects coming out.
hmm
Uh and we'll see what happens with them. I mean,
That's another studio
yeah,
that actually has. They only have one movie coming out next year.
Marvel,
Yeah, they only have Deadpool 3.
Deadpool 3, and then
So I feel like next year it's gonna be it's really dead for superhero movies, and I think that's a good thing because they need a refresh. Like they
we
need
kind
a
of need a
break.
break. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love superhero movies. I
Yeah,
mean, growing up, I mean, the comic books, the toys, the games, we love them.
but
But when
anytime.
you just like throw it like all at us, you throw like
Yeah,
5 superhero movies in us in a year. And I mean, of course, I'm exaggerating, but like
uh,
when you throw all of it in a year, then yeah, we're gonna get tired of it.
yeah. They
Afterward.
need time and everything. So
Yeah,
I'd rather those have time. Of course, that's not the like Deadpool 3 is not the only project. We're gonna have Echo and
Echo that comes out. That comes
yeah
out soon.
next month. Yeah,
Yeah, it comes out January 10th or 15th.
yeah,
Yeah, so not too far away, about 2 weeks away. So
yeah. So
forward to that.
I'll be reviewing that if you're down to.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, like there's a couple things coming out. But it's like like in terms of film, which is the biggest thing, of course. Like there it's not going to be much next year. If anything, actually, the funny thing is it's going to be Sony dominating next year. Let's go, Madam Web,
Madam Web
Madam Web,
February.
baby. It's going to be a box office hit
Madam
with
Web.
with the cosplay Spider Woman costumes that they have and Hallmark cameras that they use. and,
Yeesh.
and then there's Craven the Hunter, and that one actually I look forward to.
David the Hunter.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think Venom 3, but might have gotten delayed. I forgot.
I think it did get delayed till 2024. I'm not 100%
5.
sure, but I think it
It
did
should
get
be
delayed.
delayed to 2025. It better be because they need more time.
Yeah.
But if it comes out 2024, then sure. I'll watch it because I like Venom. I know people hate on the other two movies, and that's fine. I see why, but I like it. I like Venom.
I mean, I like
Super.
Venom. The first movie I actually really liked. I mean, I know a lot of people didn't were
Yeah,
super into it, but I liked it. The second one I was kind of on, but
I liked it.
yeah, but the first one I actually did enjoy. So
People can sue me for that statement. I don't care. I like them a lot. So yeah, that's pretty dope.
yeah,
That's I guess next year, next year is a lot of movies I'm looking forward to though. Let's take a preview about that, since we got some time to kill. Um, where's my phone? Where did my phone go? I mean, there's some obvious ones though. I'll have you talk about why I look for my phone.
okay.
Dune Part 2 is the
Dune
biggest
Part
one.
2 that comes out in March. What else do we got? Yep, Deadpool 3 that comes out
Yep.
in July.
Godzilla versus Kong, or not
Godzilla,
Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire.
Godzilla X Con. That's a big one. This movie called Civil War, which is an
Yeah.
A24 movie, that actually looks really good. That comes out in April.
Mm,
What else do we have coming out? Bad Boys 4. Supposedly they announced that it'll be coming out in the summer.
yeah.
Comes out in June. Um, what else
Oh,
is
I
coming
put
out?
2023 in film not bad. One sec. I'll have the whole list in one sec. Here we go.
There's a few. Those are the top
So we
ones.
got next. Well, we'll go. We'll check. We got the book of Clarence.
Yep.
We got Mean Girls coming out next month. We got Madam Web. Um, Lisa Frankenstein, which comes from Focus Features.
Oh, yep.
That's Robin Williams' daughter
Yep. Zelda
Zelda.
Williams. Yep.
We directing. Bob Marley One Love also comes out the same day as Madam Web, February 14th. I've seen a lot of trailers for those, and
Okay. Nice.
on IMAX. Whenever I saw like Killers of the Flower Moon and what was it, Oppenheimer, there was trailers and it looked good, so I'll check it out. Kingsley Ben-Adir, he's cool. I like his acting, so I definitely want to check him out. Drive Away Dolls, also from Focus Feature, directed by the great Ethan Cohen.
Oh yeah, that
Uh,
was supposed to come out in September, but yeah, it looks
yeah,
like they delayed it.
so yeah, that will be coming out in February 23rd. Um, Dune Part 2 is the biggest one though by far in March 1st.
Yep.
Same day, Spaceman, which is another drama,
Oh,
science fiction with Adam Sandler.
Sandler. Yes, I saw they just released a teaser of it. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Spaceman.
really like when he goes into movies like that. He needs to do more of them
Yeah, he's really good at it. Yeah.
because like I grew up watching Adam Sandler movies and it's like all the comedy schlock and everything.
Yeah. Same. Same.
But like when he ever since Uncut Gems, I feel like now he's like in a position where he's just like, I had a lot of times like making films like on vacations, but now it's like,
Yeah.
let's do some dramas. Let's
Yeah.
change my,
Yeah.
it seems like he just like changed up a lot.
Yeah,
And
and
I
even
love
in
that.
Hustle, did you see Hustle that came
Yeah.
out last year? Even that, I mean, Hustle's it has some funny moments, but it is kind of more of like of a serious role
Yeah.
for him too as well.
I love the serious roles he's been
Yeah,
taking so much,
yeah, he's
man.
really
Like it's
good in it.
cool
Yeah,
because, yeah, like Uncut Gems really was like the turning point. Yeah, I know he had like another movie, the Merowith Stories.
and then Punch Drunk Love too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that was like years ago. But
yeah,
like for a while, I'd say from like, yeah, 2004 to 2017, it was mostly just films where he was just like, nothing really drama besides,
yeah, just kind of goofy comedies.
yeah,
Yeah.
besides that one with Jason Reitman. Um, I forgot what that movie was called,
Oh,
but
Rain Over Me.
no. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Rain Over Me.
Yeah, Rain
Yeah,
Over Me.
actually, everything after Funny People. Like,
Oh
okay,
yeah, funny people too.
I
Yeah,
think my point. I think everyone gets my point though. He
yeah, yeah,
barely did any of those roles. Like he only
yeah.
had 3 movies where it was like like actual serious roles.
Actual serious
Everything
ones.
else
Yeah,
was like click, and I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. But like he only had like 3 movies where it was like serious roles. There was like Rain Over Me, Funny People, Men, Women, and Children.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah, but then like ever since, yeah, and then he had the Merowith Stories. But ever since 2019, he's been on it with these serious roles. You had Uncut Gems, Hustle. Um, Actually, there's only been 2,
yeah.
but there's also a lot more. There's Spaceman. I know he was doing that. Oh, that's why, because I was thinking about the movies he hasn't filmed yet too. Because I know there was he was gonna do another thing, a short film with what's his face, Benny Safdie.
Oh, Safety. Okay, Safety Brothers. Nice.
Yeah, like I feel like he's been bringing it, or he might have already done that. I think he already did that short film. I forgot. I'm out of it today. But yeah, no, I look forward to Spaceman a lot. You have Kung Fu Panda 4,
Yep.
March 8th. I don't know, is that the last one? No, it's just the 4th. Roadhouse.
Oh, Roadhouse, the
Yeah.
remake with Jake Gyllenhaal. Yep.
Yeah. Conor McGregor, Daniela Melchior, who's known for Ratcatcher and
Oh yes,
yeah,
Guardians 3. Yep. Yep. She was
no,
in it.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide. Oh, but she was also
Yeah.
in Guardians
She was
3.
in
Yeah,
Guardians 3
3.
though, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Notorious, Conor McGregor, a couple others too.
Nice.
Yeah, and then Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, Mickey 17, which comes from Bong Joon-ho, who directed Snowpiercer. Solid movie.
And the award-winning
Yeah.
Parasite.
Yep, that too. I was gonna say I was gonna say Parasite also. Why did I yeah.
All
You
good,
said it
man. All
before me.
good.
You said it before I did. Yeah. I don't know. It was in my mind, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
like, I think this is actually his first American project too, if I'm correct. That's what I was looking at also.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure I was right about that. It seems, yeah, this is his first ever American English language project. Because every other one of his films has been in Korean. But yeah, this is the first one where this is just an American cast and everything. So this should be cool. Seeing how what he's done for South Korean cinema, I'm very excited to see what he will do for American cinema.
Hmm.
Like I said, Snowpiercer, great movie. I was gonna say great show. It's a fine show. Movies like Mother and The Host were really solid.
Oh yeah.
Parasite, obviously, that's an Oscar winner. Um, yeah, like to see what he does in South Korean cinema and to bring that into the American market, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
I look forward to
for
it.
sure.
Then you got Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire coming out in April. Sadly, guys, there's another Rebel Moon,
Part two.
part two. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's garbage, and I will be watching it to give it a fair shot. I'll give it a fair shot. I'll give it a fair shot. I'm not hating on it yet. I kind
Just
of
waiting,
did, but
waiting.
like I'm giving it a fair shot, just so you know. For anyone comes out here and say, "Yeah, no, you're not giving us a fair shot. You just said it's going to be terrible." But that's just what I heard. That's just what I heard. Yeah, so it's this one first one, the one that just came out was part one of Child of Fire. This one's gonna be part two, The Scar Giver, untitled Universal Monsters film. Might be Dracula, looks like. Yeah. Reportedly inspired in some capacity by Dracula's daughter.
Nice.
Civil War, which comes from Alex Garland, who directed Ex
Yep.
Machina.
Ex Machina.
What was that other movie called? That was why am I forgetting the name of it? Men and
Oh man, yeah, the A24.
Dread, and there was something else. What was the other one? I forgot. Annihilation.
Annihilate. Oh yes, I
Yeah,
remember the movie. Yep, yep, yep.
Annihilation. Yeah. Then you got the Fall Guy. We're just gonna go through a lot of movies, by the way. I guess we're just going through it all. This is our preview for 2024. If we're getting a reboot of The Strangers from Lionsgate, The Strangers Chapter One. This one I think is my most excited project. The project I'm most excited for. Sorry. Uh, the Garfield movie. No, I'm just kidding.
The con-
But the Garfield movie is coming out next year. But coming out that same day, it's the project I'm the most excited for. Furiosa, a Mad Max
oh
saga.
yes, yes.
That I
That
am
looks good.
looking forward to so much. And that's a very stacked day, Javi, because you got your you got your Furiosa Mad Max saga, you got the Garfield movie, but you get, and this is it feels like I'm setting up for a joke, but I'm not.
Mhm.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which is my second most hyped,
Yes,
which comes,
that's one of my hyped films too for
yeah.
2024.
So those are like the two movies I'm really hyped for. And there's actually, I lied. It'd be Go Furiosa, Dune, Planet of the Apes, Deadpool 3 would be 4.
Deadpool 3, also hyped
Yeah.
for. Yep.
And then Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Okay,
Yeah,
very good.
I'll go over that soon. Ballerina. The
That's another
John
one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, which is a spin-off from John Wick, and John Wick will be in it. So, and it will also be the final role of Lance Reddick, who passed away this year.
Oh yes.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace. Great actor and everything. Always loved him in I loved him in his one time appearance in the Eric Andre show too, where he was just
Oh
he
yeah.
just scared the shit out of Eric Andre. Yeah, it was fun. Has Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead, Ian McShane, who plays
Yep,
Winston,
Winston.
Anna de Armas, who everyone likes. Yeah. Inside Out too.
Inside Out 2, I'm actually looking forward to seeing that. They have a new emotion in there.
Yeah,
So Maya Hawke plays anxiety.
yeah, and then The Watchers which comes from Ishana Knight Shyamalan, which
Okay.
is who is the daughter of
M. Night
M. Night.
Shyamalan.
Yep.
Okay, interesting. All right.
Yeah. So that's his daughter. She seems to be directing something. What else do we got coming out in June? Bad Boys 4.
Yep.
I hate that they use For Life for 3, but
Oh,
they should have just called Bad Boys 3 and then Bad Boys for Life for
yeah,
this
for
one.
Bad Boy. Yeah,
It
it
makes me
actually makes
upset.
sense. Yeah,
It
Bad
makes
Boys
me
for
upset.
life. Yeah.
They had a good opportunity. The Biker Riders, which we talked about a couple months ago, it's coming out June
Yeah, it was
first.
supposed to come out this month, but
Yeah,
yeah, it got delayed.
they
Yeah.
did get a new distributor in Universal.
Yeah, yep, we talked about that on
Yeah,
here. Yep.
so it looks like they interested someone else. It's getting good reviews, so that's good. Quiet Place Day One, another project to look forward to.
It's been yeah, basically
Yep.
how it started. Yeah, all how it started. Nice.
Yeah. Horizon, a an American saga, which is part one, directed by Kevin Costner. Stars
Nice.
Sam Worthington from Avatar and Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Terminator Salvation. Michael Rooker, love that guy. Danny Huston, Luke Wilson, Isabel Furman, Will Patton, Jenna Malone, so on. Sienna Miller. Despicable Me 4. We're in July now, by the way, guys. We're just going through everything because why not? Twisters, the long anticipated Twisters sequel. I don't know if anyone was expecting it,
I
but
know
it's
it's came
it's
out of
just so
nowhere.
rare.
Yeah.
We're just rebooting anything, huh?
Yeah, basically.
Or getting a sequel, or anything, huh? Like man, but it should be fun. I'll watch it. So yeah, Twisters. Actually, before I move on, I'm upset to this day
Hmm.
that they took every time I went to Florida, Universal Studios
Oh, they
Park,
took it.
they took down the Twisters ride,
I
and I
remember
love
that.
that
Yeah,
one.
that was a good one when I was a
I
kid. Yeah.
always look forward to it, and they took it down.
Damn. I remember, yeah, it's not there anymore. It
Yeah,
sucks. It was fun. I remember, yeah.
I forgot what they replaced it for. I want to see actually. Whatever they replaced it for, it's shit compared to just like when they took away my Shrek 4D and
Oh,
my
Shrek 4D.
Nickelodeon stuff. Like I want bring back the Nickelodeon stuff.
I remember, yeah, they had Nickelodeon Studio. Cool.
I'm gonna swear. They replaced it for Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. Fuck you, Jimmy Fallon. My God. Why? Is this seriously what we replaced it for? My goodness. I makes me upset. We really replaced Twister for Jimmy freaking Fallon. I had enough of this guy. I really do. What does he do?
Jimmy Fallon, he's all over
Oh,
the place. Yeah.
fuck that guy.
You're not a fan, really? You don't like Jimmy Fallon?
No, I was just
Uh,
I couldn't care
uh,
less about him, but I'm just mad he took away the Twister.
to twist the red,
They
yeah.
replaced the Twister Red with that guy. Fuck him. Deadpool 3 comes out July 22nd. Um,
Yep, I'm looking forward to that.
Harold and the Purple Crayon, August
Oh,
2nd.
based on the book. I remember that book
Yeah.
as a kid.
Borderlands, coming out August 9th, which I don't know how I feel about that one. We'll see. I like the video games, but it seems like production's been a huge mess. So we'll see. We'll see. Horizon in American Saga Chapter 2. I guess they're releasing in two chapters this year, so for next year. Another project I'm looking forward to, Alien Romulus.
Okay.
So finally it's set between the events of Alien and Aliens.
Oh,
So I'm
interesting.
looking forward
Is
to
Ridley
this a lot.
Scott? Did they have the director?
No, director is Fede Alvarez, who
Okay.
directed Evil Dead 2013, which that's a movie I really like,
Okay.
and Don't Breathe.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, another movie I really like.
Nice.
And The Girl in the Spider's Web, which it's not good, but I know there was studio meddling, so I don't blame him for that. But I will say about Fede Alvarez, I hope it's good. This Alien movie is just, I will say, him as a producer is really bad. I don't know if you've seen his production credits, but he's produced some really garbage product.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeesh.
solid director, but terrible producer. He was the producer of that god awful Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie last year.
Oh, yeah. I remember the one that came on
Yeah,
Netflix. Yeah, I remember
yeah,
that. Yeah.
awful, horrendous.
I heard it was
Don't
very
Breathe
bad.
2 was really bad. He produced it and wrote it, but didn't direct it. Yeah.
Damn.
And then Craven the Hunter,
Nice.
August 30th. And then September. We're in September now, guys. Beetlejuice 2.
Very highly anticipated.
Very excited.
Tim Burton. Yeah, he
Yeah.
just wrapped it up. Yeah, it's fun.
Yep. Um September 13th, Transformers 1. The 27th, another sequel I'm very excited for, Saw 11.
Saw 11. Oh, yep, because you
Yeah.
really liked Saw
I
X.
love
So
Saw 11, yeah. October 4th, the fifth project I'm most excited for. Joker Fale Adu.
yes, another movie I'm looking forward to seeing.
Yeah. Whitebird, a Wonder Story, which it's had like 10 release dates. I don't know if much people know about it, but it's actually insane. Let's let's do a preview of this one because it's a sequel to the movie Wonder.
Mhm,
Um, and it was supposed to be released September 16th, 2022.
mhm.
Then got delayed to October 14th, 2022. Then it was removed from the schedule. Then it was supposed to be in July. Then it was supposed to be in August 18th. Then it was supposed to be the 25th. Then it was supposed to be um fourth quarter 2023. Now it's October 4th, 2024.
So they just kept on delaying
Yeah, I
it.
don't think it's gonna come out.
Wow.
Smile 2 comes out October
Oh, they're
18th.
making a sequel to Smile.
Yeah.
Wow.
Terrifier 3, October 25th.
Okay.
Yeah, so here we go. Untitled Venom Let There Be Carnage sequel.
So it does come out
Yeah.
next year. Okay, next
November
October.
8th. Yeah.
Oh, November. Okay.
Yep. The Amateur, starring Rami Malek and Rachel Brosnahan, who's the new Lois Lane. Um, yeah, that's gonna be in Lawrence Fishburne as well. Those gonna be released on November 8th, 20th Century Studios. And oh yeah, also the Wolfman's coming out next year on October 25th.
Wolfman.
Yeah,
Nice.
the one where they replaced Ryan Gosling. Sad. Um, yeah, then we got Alto Nights, which is a Barry Levinson gangster film. So that's cool. I'm excited. It has Robert De Niro. So
Ooh.
that's how you know you're in
Yeah,
for
that's
a
how you
banger.
know you're in for a classic
And he's
gangster
playing not
film.
one but two characters.
Okay.
He's playing Frank Costello and Vito Genovese. So
Interesting.
those are names I actually know. um, Gladiator 2, another sequel to
A lot of
another.
sequels of
Yeah,
a lot of sequels coming out in 2024.
these are, and it's just so random. I won't lie. Like you got, Beetlejuice 2, cool, but then you got like Gladiator
Two,
2,
Inside Out 2,
yeah,
sequels.
and Twisters.
Twisters, yeah.
That's so weird to me.
Uh,
It makes no sense, but hey, I'll take it. Is it even really a sequel? I mean, it is, but like, it doesn't have like
it's
Russell Crowe.
yeah, it doesn't have any details about it yet. It's just been the
Yeah,
project's been confirmed.
yeah,
Yeah.
and but it has Lucius Verus, so
Nice.
um, who was in the movie Gladiator, so it's gonna focus on that character. And Red One, which is the Christmas movie with Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans
Okay.
and J.K. Simmons and a bunch of other people. Um, Wicked Part One.
Oh, yep, I heard about
Let's
that.
hope it's not as. Let's hope it's good and not as bad as Cats.
Oh, yeah, that's something to look out for.
And December 13th, we might have to. If we'll see how things are a year from now,
Mhm.
but we might have to do a doubleheader for this one because there's Lord of the Rings: The War of the Rohirrim,
Mhm.
which is a anime of Lord of the Rings,
Mhm.
and the Untitled Karate Kid crossover.
Oh, yes. Oh, wait, so
Yeah,
the Karate Kid movie comes out in December?
yeah.
Oh, man, really? I thought it would be like in the summer or
No,
something.
it comes out next December.
Ah, so I've got to
Yeah,
wait longer. So longer for the Karate Kid, longer for Cobra Kai. Oh
yeah.
my god.
Then we got Mustafa, the Lion King, sequel to,
Okay, nice.
or not sequel, prequel to the Lion King live action.
Prequel
Sonic
to.
the Hedgehog 3, and we end things off on Christmas with Nosferatu, who was
Oh,
flickering the lights.
okay,
Yeah.
nice. So
So,
pretty some interesting projects coming out in 2024. A lot
yeah.
of them I'm looking forward to. But man, now that you just told me that the Karate, because I would expect that to come out like in the like at least June or July, but
Yeah.
December. Oh man,
Yeah. Hey, we made it to an hour
nice.
or almost an hour. But yeah, and we said we didn't have things to talk about, but I just give you a whole 20. I
We just
just
gave
gave
you the
everyone.
whole rundown for
Yeah.
2024, every single release from the beginning of the year to the end of the year.
Yeah. We did something.
Yep, good stuff.
Oh, man. Yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
still feeling the food.
a lot of good projects. So a lot of like we said, looks like a big year for sequels. So
Mhm.
that should be fun, and yeah,
Yeah, should be exciting.
shaping up to be a big year. A
Yeah.
big year for films.
Yep.
Nice,
Very excited. I think this is better than this year.
nice.
No,
Yeah.
actually, yeah. Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
We'll see how it
because
goes.
some of these could be stinkers. Who knows? Like, especially like Twisters.
I know it's just kind of like a random
Twisters.
sequel, yeah.
So
But I
random.
do enjoy the first one though, so I'll see how it kind of
Yeah.
unfolds.
I
Yeah,
hope it's good.
yeah,
I
same.
forgot who was even directing that. I should check out the directors. Um, yeah, we're just gonna waste more time here by me checking out the director of Twisters. Lee Isaac Chung,
Okay.
who directed an episode of the third season of The Mandalorian. He directed this film, Minari.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we could possibly.
Okay,
There's some faith now in it.
I'm
There's some
sorry
faith
for
in it.
shitting on you so much, Twisters. You actually
There's
have
some
a good
faith.
director.
There's some faith in it.
Yeah, I actually have faith in this now. Oh man, and here I am shitting on it, but actually, it has the freaking Minari director. What the hell, dude? I didn't realize that.
Nice.
Well, then now I'm actually excited. I mean, I was kind of like looking forward to it anyways, because even if it was garbage, like it would have probably been a fun disaster movie. But
Yeah.
like,
But now we got a top director.
yeah, we have a
so
good director. What in a film
nice.
like this? Surprising, man. Yeah, and there's a lot to look forward to next year. A lot, a lot, a lot. And Ridley Scott is in Gladiator too, by the way.
Yep,
He's
yep.
the director.
He's directing that. Nice.
And yeah, we'll see how everything goes because it could go either really well, really shit,
Hopefully well.
or
Hopefully
sometimes
well.
in between.
Yeah. But yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, guys, I think that's it.
It's about
Next
it.
week, remember, next week, you looking at you. We're looking at you. The best and worst of 2023 comes out next week. Be there or be square.
Check it out. You won't want to miss it.
Yeah.
First episode of the year. Crazy. First episode of 2024.
Yeah.
Next week.
I might have some guests on too. We'll see.
Yeah.
Of
course. But
yeah, we'll see.
This is our final episode of 2023. We want to thank you guys for coming on this journey.
Yeah.
JP, he came up with this brilliant idea.
That's another thing we're gonna mention. 2023. We started this September 2023.
Yeah.
And now we're in December. We're close to 200 subs. Who knows? By the time we've released this might be at 200 subs.
Yeah.
But regardless, we're gonna start up a Patreon soon.
Yes.
That's another big announcement. So be sure to be on the lookout for that.
Check that out.
And yeah. Here we are. December 26th after Christmas. And we got a whole year. We'll see how Real Rap is next year.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see how things go with everything, the YouTube, the Patreon, and so on. I'm excited.
All the fun stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But anyways, guys, I think that's it for this year for me and Javi. Actually, it's not because I have some reviews to release, but it might be the end of, it might be Javi's last video of the year, I think. So, yeah, with that said, guys, thank you again for these last 4 months. It's been really cool.
Yes, thank you. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we look forward to another, a whole year, you guys. So, with that said, I'm going to go home and recover.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. And we'll see you in 2024.
2024. Well, I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. Or, yeah, I'll see you guys sometime this week.
This week for a film review.
Yeah, if it's a Rebel Moon review and an Aquaman review.
Okay, nice.
And Iron Claw.
Oh, so be sure to check those out for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of content coming out. So we're ending the year strong. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys. We'll see you next year on the Real Rap Podcast.
No one ever cared what you said, but to say that means never listening to what mom say. Always had a dream on moving out my mom's place. Always hesitating when it came to putting on the wrong face. When it came to putting it on face. When it came to building up a better being, but a better being never been in the back of your thoughts. Never ever thought you'd ever see them, but I bet that you were heated, but you scream in the back of your thoughts. Nightmares and dreams in the back of your thoughts. Life with a meaning.